One of my biggest guilty pleasures, something that is often an indulgence irrespective of how many times I've seen it, something which I literally have grown up watching, is Coffee with Karan. A show which at the time of making this video has been around for about 20 years now. A show which has become the talk of the town several times over these years and mostly not for a good reason. But with the recent release of the 8th season 2 months ago, there's been quite a bit of disclosure on the internet about how Coffee with Karan has been getting progressively boring. But is the disclosure actually true? Is the show that's been around since the early 2000s really ran its course? Let's find out. But before we do, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribing to the channel for weekly content ahead. With that out of the way, let's dig in. Coffee with Karan is not a high concept science fiction show that's been loved and admired by so many. It's a frivolous little show filled with irrelevant and pointless conversations where Bollywood celebrities often say the most ridiculous things and then get mercilessly trolled for it. The concept isn't a new thing either. Many before and many after the show have had the same concepts. From Rendezvous with Simi Gerowal to The Ellen Show or even the late night shows with Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, these shows follow the same pattern where celebrities come around and talk about their projects, their love life, their relationships, and more. But although the West had these shows around since the 60s and the 70s with the likes of the Johnny Carson show or the Dave Letterman show, India didn't had a show which was a little bit edgier or maybe a little controversial. Coffee with Karan rightfully became a rave in the early 2000s with everyone from Bollywood being invited to the couch. But as the 2000s rolled around, the perception around Bollywood changed drastically, and rightfully shows like Coffee with Karan became a little more edgier, openly talking about celebrities and their relationships, past affairs, terrible projects, and much more. The show has seen a lot over these years, from catfights to nepotism talk. It's weird to think about how a show which debuted in 2004 has been constantly changing and alternating with the times. Coffee started as a sophisticated show where celebrities came to talk about their profession and their careers, while occasionally there would be some gossip from a certain actor about another certain actor, but it was still relatively obscure. But with the time and the rise of social media, Coffee changed drastically. It no longer served as a niche medium, instead being a PR run campaign to promote and mold the image of celebrities accordingly. It didn't feel like a frivolous little show anymore, but instead felt cleverly scripted. Each move, each conversation became incredibly cleverly scripted and edited out. But was the show actually just a medium for a clever PR campaign or not? Was there more to Coffee than just nonsense chatter around your favorite celebrities? So, with the new season premiering 2 months ago, Karan Johar returned to the coffee couch once again with Deepika Padukone and Ranveer Singh as his first guests for the season. Although everyone was excited to see the couple on the show, but what instead transpired was the relentless debate about how the show had become incredibly banal and predictable and even boring. It was as if the show, in the hopes of curating a desperately attainable image for the stars that graced the couch, had actually lost its authenticity and originality. I, for one, am always of the opinion that the worst sin a piece of work can commit, irrespective of how frivolous or superficial it is being extremely boring. The new season of Coffee feels just that. The conversations are threaded so carefully, leaving no room for real talk. Celebrities and their PR teams have become so hyper focused on producing or maintaining a consistently positive image of their favorite celebrities that it makes a show like Coffee with Karan feel incredibly hollow. The show has become predictable, the conversations are worn out, the PR moves are overdone, and the frivolity or the light-hearted conversations of the show are even non-existent at this point. In today's time and age of constant online criticism and media outrage, shows like Coffee with Karan have become more reserved. And when there is no room for non-serious discussions on a show which is particularly designed for those non-serious discussions, it's tough to digest the fact that maybe shows like Coffee with Karan were and still are meant for a different audience and a different time. One where criticism was still justifiable and the actors were still tolerable. A time where the conversations were fictitious but the actors were not. A time where the conversations were fun and so was the coffee. And that's it for the video, everyone. Thank you for watching. Comment down below what do you think about the video and drop down any suggestions you have for the channel. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribing to the channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.